Hi, and welcome to the last part of my guest appearance on Tights Talk Tuesday with Melissa from Pinups and Fantasy. This is I'm gonna take this one as a lesson well learned. Don't break up interviews into parts. It's not fun for you, and it's not fun for me seeing the videos do not so well. The first part did very well, and the second part not so much. But yeah, it's a lesson well learned, something that I won't repeat in the future. But here's the last part, as not to leave stuff incomplete. I will make a playlist so you can all guys just find all three videos quite easily. So that way, if you somebody starts from the beginning, they can easily go to the end. And this part is a continuation about just being how is it being a content creator in this field where it's a bit more edgier than usual content, and that's where we take it. It was a fun interview with Melissa. Hopefully, we'll do more. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. And as always, keep on wearing. Enjoy the last part of my guest appearance with Melissa from Pinups and Fantasy. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I never had that. I never had like 100 people, but I think that at one point I had quite a few. And I have like on my Patreon, I had tiers in terms of I think I had like a $5 tier and then the $25 tier. And the $5 tier was for like all of my other stuff. So like all my other YouTube stuff, they would like get first, first peek. And funny enough, I never ever had anybody subscribe to that. I think I might have had one or two people subscribe to that level. And then my $25 level was the one that had all of my tights content. And that
Ah,
was the one that most people were subscribed to. But I had a really hard time with organizing it and having consistent content just because of the way that their content manager, like the way that the platform is. I really struggled with like planning out my posts and everything. So I don't know, maybe I'll go back and give it a second chance, but I just haven't. Maybe I just get away, like I just do away with the whole, $5 tier to begin with, since nobody was really that interested in it.
yeah, that sounds like a plan. If nobody was subscribing to it, might as well not even have it.
Yeah, and I could drop my price. I do think that $25 is quite a high price, but
I mean, you do
I
have
don't know. I put so much work into my content, right? It takes like creating content is hours of work.
oh yeah, like even editing like a small 15, 20 minute video, that's probably double that to be to the editing, finding the information, recording it, making the
Yeah,
thumbnail.
the amount of time that it takes to record. I mean, you have to set up your entire background, you have to set up your lights, like you really have to do everything, because you can't like I don't, like my production isn't low quality. Like I have really good cameras and I have really good lighting. So I have to set all of that stuff up, and then you record it. Well, putting on all of the tights and everything, doing my hair, doing my makeup, all of that takes time. Making sure that my nails are neat and nice, and my toenails are nice and cut, or I've gotten a pedicure. And then the amount of times that it takes to edit, right? Because if you think about, the amount that you're filming, I know for me, I pretty much like only cut about 10% of what I filmed, but that's still I have to go through every single bit of the footage. I mean, sometimes I take a video that's 8 minutes and I cut it down to 4 or 5 minutes.
Hmm.
And so it's like that all of that editing that takes place, plus then like, adding whatever background noise that you want to add or text or whatever, and then uploading that onto a hard drive, and then from the hard drive uploading that into whatever you're putting in. So, whether it be OF, whether it be, Patreon or YouTube, that all takes time, plus making your thumbnail and then doing the description. It's a lot of work.
I know, definitely, but it's unfortunately sometimes people see like a 3 minute video or a 4 minute video. It's only a 4 minute video. I'm like, yeah.
I know. Or
I,
for me, it's like, when I put out photo sets, I like to do at least 10 images in the photo set. And if I do less than that, I do get comments like why are there so few photos in here or whatever. I mean, sometimes I put out photo sets that are 25 photos. If I'm having a particularly good day or a pair of tights looks really good on me, I'll post all the photos. But I take at least 50 photos per pair of tights. So then I have to go in and I have to filter through all those photos and then do any like I don't really do a whole lot of editing. Like I never Photoshop. I more of like change the cropping or make it brighter or less bright depending. So like all of that stuff. So it's like each image is like perfectly crafted to my aesthetic.
yeah, it's definitely because I'm like, to be honest, I was one of those people when I wasn't doing content creation. Like, oh, it's only a 5 minute video, but now that I'm a content creator, even though no, not a big one, but even though like I can see all the editing, finding the information, sometimes even writing a script because I have a problem, tendency to stutter. So I had this one video that I actually did a script, and that even during the recording, I'm like, no, I don't like this. I had to redo the script, and then it's a lot of work. Like even the
Oh
smallest,
yes.
even like the shortest video takes you just double that. So if the video is like 5, double it the editing, double it again for finding the information, double it again for doing the thumbnail, which is important. Because I had videos that did bad, and I made a better thumbnail, and then like it rocketed it to okay, like okay, I can see the difference. I can see what between the difference between a bad thumbnail and a good thumbnail.
Yeah, definitely thumbnail creating has been a huge challenge for me. And that's something that my social media manager, like, she's really come into clutch because she taught me how to use this whole program, which has been so incredibly helpful. So like I feel like my Tights Talk Tuesday videos are like my favorite thumbnails. I am obsessed with those thumbnails. I just think that they look amazing. So I feel like I've really stepped up my thumbnail game.
Oh, definitely me. I even what I've been doing is going back and redoing old thumbnails that weren't the
Yeah,
greatest.
I've definitely done that too.
Yeah.
They're like so embarrassingly bad.
I definitely have like a uniform thing. My favorite color is purple. So like unless it's like a special occasion, like I have another series that unfortunately hasn't been doing great called Picks of the Week. There's just regular like there's a theme. This particular one is Hooters. You know, Hooters is associated with orange. So
Mhm.
I made the border orange. You know, because it's Hooters Pick of the Week, which is just a random safe for YouTube pictures uploaded like in succession. And yeah, I definitely step up my thumbnail game. But it's basically purple border and something that's related to the theme of the video, and then pantyhose real small. I used to think, oh, I need pantyhose to be real big, to get in there, and what would be happening, it'll obscure the picture in the back, and then like I definitely reverse that. Pantyhose, you can sometimes you can barely see it, but it's there. So I learned a lot. I've learned a lot going just making content.
Yeah, content creation is definitely not for the lighthearted.
No, no,
I
it's
feel
not.
like people think that, like that, oh, I could just get into it. It's totally fine. Like I could make a living off of social media. And the reality of the situation is that no, you really can't unless you put a lot of work into it. It's not something that you can just pick up and then all of a sudden you're a millionaire from, just posting on Instagram
Yeah,
or whatever. It's so much work and you really have to love what you're making
yeah.
or
That's
else you just don't feel the passion for it and you don't want to do it anymore.
that's definitely the key. To anyone listening that wants to do it, if you don't have a passion for it, like don't even bother. I mean, there are some small percentage of people that do it just because for the money and it works out for them, but that's a small percentage. Hell, it's even a small percentage of people that love whatever the X team and make it, quote unquote make it. It's like 30% of YouTubers are made it, and out of 30% of out of God knows how many people who upload on YouTube.
Yeah, I started on YouTube, I think in 2016,
Oh,
and it's taken me a long time to build up my following or my subscribers. And even now, I find that I go through times where I have a lot of growth, and then I go through times where I have no growth. And if you're not passionate about what you're doing, it's really easy to look at that and just be like, oh, nobody cares about my content anymore. I'm not growing anymore. There's no point in me doing this anymore. It's really the perseverance and the love that you put into it.
oh yeah, yeah. Hell, my channel's like small, and I've been through all those emotions, unfortunately, which is not something I wish on anybody. But yeah. Oh, why this video got this view on that video got this view? I've been there, and I'll admit to something like I seen like sometimes I like check quote unquote the competition. So I just write pantyhose on YouTube and see what's going on. And there will be some channels that have way views, and all they do is upload pictures, which is fine. We all admire nice pictures of nice ladies and guys in pantyhose, and that's all. That's all their channel is. And I'm like, wait, I'm putting all this work, looking into the bios of models who basically did this for a living, fetish models, and they got this view, and this guy's just posting pictures of like from Google and getting that many views. It's not for the like you have to be mentally strong not to fall into that trap.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I compare myself to other creators all the time, creators that them and I started at the same time. And for a long time, we had similar numbers. And then all of a sudden, their content skyrockets and mine doesn't. And I'm like, well, what does this mean? Like, do people not like me? Do they like that person more? Do my videos suck? Like, it's all just it's very competitive, the world of social media.
Yeah, definitely.
And so you really have to be strong-willed and want to succeed because it's easy to just give up.
Most definitely. Yeah, it's not like I said. I'll admit just to see that. Just so people can see that I've been through it. That whole pick of the pictures of the week section just came from that because I was just basically jealous. I was jealous of people whose whole YouTube channel is just posting pictures of nice ladies in pantyhose. And granted, they probably can't monetize it because YouTube. That's another thing. YouTube is really uh hard on adult, even though we don't do it's not really adult theme, but it's really close, like adjacent adult theme.
Mhm.
So I don't think even then they're. I mean, that's props to them. They're probably just doing it because they love pantyhose. But again, me and you are trying to make it like a side job. So yeah.
Oh yeah, we were talking about in the interview on your channel that my content used to get strikes all the time.
For real.
Just for posting like, something that a smaller figured creator would post and it wouldn't be a problem on their page. But because I'm curvier, I have problems on my page where my content will get um, demonetized because it's considered to be too sexual. And
Uh,
so I do have to be super careful. And thankfully, that doesn't happen to me so much anymore. I think because the amount of times that I fought fought it before and then would win like my case and get my videos monetized again, that, it hasn't been as much of a problem. But I definitely struggled for a while when I first started doing tights content for sure.
oh yeah, that's definitely another thing. Another thing that we have to be worried about since our like I said our themes are a bit adult adjacent, so we have to worry. Since I'm not monetized yet, hopefully soon. I have to deal with the age restriction, which unfortunately, I remember I asked ahead if I could do like a picks of the week of you.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, that was like 2 days ago. I got age restricted. I'm like, really? None of your pictures are sexual. I'm like, oh, whatever. Like YouTube is really, I sometimes like YouTube.
Yeah, I definitely had a lot of issues. Like issues to the point where I would cry about it because I would feel like, well, like what's wrong with me type of thing. Where it's like, really, there's nothing wrong with me.
No, that's nothing.
There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with my content. It's just that sometimes people get lucky and the algorithm is really good to them, and sometimes people are not lucky. I've had months where I've made hundreds and hundreds of dollars on YouTube, like to the point where I was like, I am making as much money on YouTube as I am making at my day job. But the problem is that YouTube is not consistent.
No, it's not,
And
unfortunately.
so I made hundreds and hundreds of dollars one month, and then the next month I made, I don't know, probably nothing, and then I didn't get a paycheck for a couple of months from YouTube, right? Because when you get monetized, you have to hit a certain level, or you have to hit a certain amount of money in order to actually get a transfer from them.
Oh yeah.
And there's some months where I don't make that. And so I don't get a transfer from them until I make that. And some months I make it and I'm getting paid like, every other week.
oh yeah. That sounds like Twitch. I'm pretty sure. All actually no. Patreon doesn't have a limit. You could. I think only the limit is $2 to get a payout. Subscribe Star,
Yeah.
which is basically Patreon competitor. I think their limit you have to have at least $50 to get your payout. Twitch does the same thing. Twitch is actually 100. If you don't have 100, you can have $99 there. But if it's not 100, you can't transfer it to your bank.
Yeah. OF is they don't have a limit. So if I had $20 in there, I could transfer out $20.
That's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave Patreon the same thing. You can have my last. I'll say fuck it. It's only $5. So boom, that went to fucking. That's a burger at least. So I give Patreon that you don't have a limit on how, or it's like very low, it's like cents. Because I transfer even less than $5 sometimes.
Yeah, the only thing with OF is that I can't transfer anything less than $1. So I
Okay,
can't transfer like if it's under $1, I can't transfer that out.
that's fine
Which
then.
is fine because that's usually not a problem for me on my paid page. On my free page, it can be, but I don't really consider my free page to be like just any extra money I make on my free page is awesome. I really do rely on the money I make from my paid page.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah, and sometimes I usually don't have a problem with that page. So,
well, that's good. But yeah, content creation it's not for everybody. I mean, unless you know you're doing it for fun, which I have pages which are just for fun. My gaming page, I don't expect to go anywhere with my gaming. My gaming channel is just for me. To I guess because it is fun trying to see you're gaming with other people, so that's why I do it. But I definitely treat my Pantyhose page a bit different than my gaming page, YouTube.
hmm yeah.
So that's why when I get like an age restriction, I'm like, oh god damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, when I get demonetized, it definitely takes a bit of my soul with it.
I think you and every YouTuber.
Yeah, any content that gets demonetized, I'm like, my goodness, really? And
As
then you have to fight it, and then sometimes most of the times I've won the case, and sometimes, there's been once or twice where I haven't, and I'm just like, and I know better, that for next time I'll do things a little bit different.
oh, but sometimes you don't like. I seen like your pictures because your pick of the week was the last. Like I said, the last video that got age restriction. I got like 4 now, which is fine. 4 out of how many videos I have? 40 around there. It's not bad. But
Mhm.
I was super careful. I'm super careful with every single picture that goes up. But sometimes YouTube doesn't care. And to be fair, the first two age restrictions I got, I did fight. But like I kid you not, 5 seconds later, nope, this is age restricted. And you can't fight it again. So the last two, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, there's no point. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm a small YouTuber. They're not gonna give two shits. So fuck it. Go ahead.
Yep. The way YouTube works. And it's not just YouTube, it's like, all the social medias. So,
Yeah, definitely. Well, to be fair, once that's why I in our last interview, I encouraged you to make a alternate page, like well, not make upload to a YouTube competitor. I have this my Pantyhose sock has a Rumble. It's not up to date. It's only like a couple of videos behind, but they they uh they actually and they monetize right away. You don't have to have like 100 subs or whatever. If
I did Odyssey.
oh, how did that go?
I don't know.
Wait, have you been
I
checking it?
started it.
Okay.
No, I have not checked it. I
Okay.
I did link my YouTube, but yeah,
Well,
that's pretty much it. I haven't done anything else.
if you put in the option that when you upload to YouTube, it goes straight to Odyssey, you probably don't have to worry about it
But
as
I have
much.
no idea. I have no idea if I have subscribers on there. I have no idea about any of that. So,
Well, the thing is, like, it's really people are really what do you call that? Creatures of habit, and it's to get people to go to another platform is like, oh, it's like pulling teeth. It's like
yeah.
there's really no point. But I do like Rumble for the fact if I had like a no good following, I'll be making money right away.
Hold on. Your audio is weird.
Your audio is weird for me. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Let's restart. Am I still robotic?
Yeah, you're still right.
And you're still robotic for me. So let's redo the call. Hold on. Hello? Am I still robotic?
Yeah. No, no, no. You're good now. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good. So that was weird.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah,
Just
that was weird.
yeah. As we were saying before we turned to robots, that I really do like Rumble just for that fact that I can just upload and monetize right away.
Yeah.
This is great. Like you don't have to hit like a certain plateau, which is I think that they're doing that to attract people. But even then, like I know I try to search others people like big YouTubers alternative and to see how they're doing. So like if they can get into it, yeah, then maybe I could do it. But even the big YouTubers, they compare to the big YouTubers and on their alternative like their Odysseys, they're like they're like me trying to start on YouTube. Is people are it's like people like I said, people are creatures of habit, and even trying to get them to another platform is like pulling teeth. So
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. But I think that there's this whole thing where it's like people are frustrated with YouTube, and there's this whole thing like, oh, YouTube is dying, YouTube is a dying art form. But where are they going to go after that? It's like, okay, so if YouTube is dying, where are you going to get these long form videos? Because
exactly.
I don't know any other thing that's doing it the same way. And so I'm like, maybe I do need to do you think that Odyssey is going to do better, or do you think Rumble is going to do better?
Uh, I to be honest, seeing how they work, I like I said, I think Rumble will probably have the best chance. Even though I wouldn't count out Odyssey, because the thing is like they know that YouTube is the biggest, and so they make it easy for you to transfer like your videos. Like you can link your YouTube to both of them. My only problem is that every time I try that, like my videos are they go out of order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I try to Odyssey, same thing happened. All my videos were out of order. I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it manually. Did the same thing with Rumble. Same thing happened. Like my introduction video was like the last video, and my fucking last video on YouTube it was the first video. There, I'm like, whatever. That's like the only frustration I have. Maybe I'm just bad at it or I have bad luck. But personally, I think Rumble, if it has a chance, probably does have the better chance of the two. Just like just for the fact that you can just make money right away. You don't have to hit like a plateau to get
Mhm.
monetized. That's a very big incentive to people. Like, oh shit, let me upload here. But to Odyssey defense, I think they do crypto stuff, and I'm not into crypto. I'm not smart enough for crypto,
Oh yeah, I'm not. I don't crypto either.
yeah, that's why. That's like to be fair, and I layout wise, they're like the same. I give them the same grade layout wise, so like whatever. I don't think. But yes, for like I said, it's just the fact that you can make if you're big enough, if you get big enough in Rumble, you can right away start making money.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, I
I'll
find
have
it.
to check it out.
Sorry, uh, need some water. But yeah, definitely. That's that. I think it's just a safe thing to do. Like I even have my gaming channel has one mirror, which is on BitChute. Again, same problem. Same problem that when I try to upload, the videos are out of whack, and that's different from video games because you do like different parts because video games are pretty long, so you do like a part one of
Yeah,
X.
yeah. Uh-huh.
So it was like part five was the first one. Same shit. Goddamn. But yeah.
It's okay. I need to wrap it up and head home soon. So
Oh, you're not at home.
I'm not. Actually at my studio.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's a nice convenient.
Yeah.
As you can hear, I'm at home, and unfortunately, my room is not
Yeah, I have
soundproof.
a yeah, I have a whole separate studio from where I used to have my studio at my house, but then I had an opportunity to get into a bit of a bigger space.
Nice.
And I took the opportunity and it's been working quite well for me. But my dogs are with me and they're going to want to eat pretty soon. So
Well, yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta
Well,
take those steps home.
it's your show to wrap up this time. Remember, it's not me.
Huh?
Well, I was trying to remind you, this is your show. This is not my show no more.
I know. I think that we hit some like really good topics. I'm pretty happy with everything that we discussed. And I think we're going to get, or at least I'm going to get a lot of content from it. I think that you should split up the content too.
I probably will. I'll probably do 2 videos.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that that's an easy way for you to have like multiple weeks and
Yeah.
not have to stress about it.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Cause how is your upload schedule? Do you have one for your YouTube?
I do. I'm doing 3 videos a week right now.
Nice, nice. I'm doing one right now because the thing is high maintenance job. So like sometimes I'm just fucking tired. And last 2 weeks I had to cover for somebody because they were on vacation. I usually have 3 days
Hmm.
off. Luckily, 2 of those days are back to back, and then work and then off again. But the last 2 weeks was like one day off. So
Oh, that's the worst.
yeah, because I
Yeah,
had
I have a I used to do a weekly schedule, but I realized that I wasn't making enough money on YouTube. And so I upped my content creation and I'm starting to grow my income.
well, yeah, more content, more money, of course. But
Yeah.
right now, unfortunately, high maintenance job, and I have to cover for somebody sometimes. I think,
Yeah. Yeah.
actually, I think coming up next week, actually, probably gonna have to do the same thing, which is one day off only. Ugh. But yeah, I'm cool because I got past the part of worrying about numbers. Even though I do worry sometimes, I'm like, fuck it. I just upload and forget about it. I look here and there, but not go. I don't stress over it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I only look at it when I have to when I'm responding to comments, which I gotta admit on YouTube I'm not the best at.
Uh Again, for me it's just easier because I don't have the volume of comments, but I do. Oh shit! This comment was like a month ago. Like fuck, let me comment.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens to me.
Yeah, I definitely got to do a better job. If there's something I want to do better, is definitely comment faster. When people leave a comment.
Hmm. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And this was awesome. I love discussing all things hosiery with you.
Thank you,
It's
thank you.
so much fun. And thank you for joining me on my channel. And yeah, have a really great day, you guys. Bye.
Bye.